Yo, what's up guys? It's J-Hopes and today we gotta talk about this new Apex Legends game mode. The new update came with a limited time mode called EPG Extreme, and I gotta say, this is probably the most fun I've had on Apex since the old Polar Express mode. Basically, it's a trios game mode where you spawn in with an EPG and a power sword, and you just battle it out. But there's actually one thing about this game mode that has a lot of sweats stressing about the future of Apex Legends. And that is, when you start a game of EPG Extreme, the dropship will already have a predetermined location for you and your team to land. And when it jumps you from the ship, there's a barrier indicated by these green flares that keep you from leaving the area until you touch the ground. So you don't get to pick your landing location, and you can't fly to a different point of interest until you touch the ground. Now, the reason this is a big deal is because the Apex devs have been toying with the idea of this kind of drop system in ranked games. And I kind of see the vision after testing it out in this game mode. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't like not being able to choose my landing location, but I do understand why they want to do it. In this new drop system, it makes it so that everyone is hitting the ground at the same time, and people are more evenly spaced out around the map, which in theory would make it more fair. Obviously, this would be a big change to how people play the game, so let me know what you guys think about this change. Would it be good in ranked? Would it be bad in ranked? Let me know down in the comments. But moving on to the actual gameplay, like I said, this game mode is a lot of fun. There is a respawn system up until the final ring. You start with all of your legend perks, so you don't have to worry about picking them. You land with unlimited ammo. The map is a lot smaller, holding about 18 players for about 8 to 10 minutes of action-packed games. So after they force you into your landing location, you could pretty much beeline it towards the action and just start fighting with these cool weapons. And the fighting is a really good time, so I want to share a couple tips with you guys for maximum enjoyment and just overall domination in this mode. First, the EPG. This thing shoots like the old fuel rod cannon from Halo, so you want to make sure you're always on the higher ground and you shoot people at their feet to do splash damage. It does about 100 damage on direct hits, so don't get caught standing still while people are shooting these things. You will get two-shot and downed immediately. But that being said, there are a lot of really good ways to play defensive with the EPG. When you jump and shoot it at your feet, it will send you flying. So abuse this for quick getaways, or if someone gets up on you with a sword, blast yourself away and stop them from locking onto you. Because once someone locks onto you with the sword, like, you're dead, bro. Like, you can't get out of there. You just gotta do whatever you can to unlock them, which I suggest blasting your feet and launching yourself away. Blasting yourself does not do that much damage, so I think it's like 20 damage or something like that. So definitely abuse it. It's a lot of fun to just launch yourself everywhere around the map. So yeah, like I said, it's fun. All right, the next tip is for the power sword. Obviously, you're going to be using this in close range fights, but the mistake I see everyone making with the power sword is opening up the fight with the ultimate ability. In theory, it makes sense because you use the ult and it breaks the enemy shields and it slows them down. Then it only takes like 3 hits to kill them. But the most important part about the ult is that it also restores your shields while breaking theirs. So the actual best way to use the ultimate ability is to use it after they already engaged you in a sword fight. This is how I win most of my sword fights. Because let's say they lunge at you with the sword and start comboing you to death. What you should do immediately is use your ult, knock out their shields, restore yours, and just start swinging back. It works every single time to turn the fight around. Of course, this is mostly in a one-on-one situation. It gets a little trickier when you're in a team fight and obviously multiple people are using ultimate abilities. So just be strategic about how you use it. Don't use it right in the beginning because then they could just turn it around and use it on you and then win the fight. But the most important thing is just to make sure it's always fully charged so that you can use it whenever you need it. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Let me know if you guys have tried this new game mode. I've been loving it. It feels like Respawn is finally understanding how to entertain their more casual fan base. It's just like a nice break from the usual high stress, high skill gameplay. It's just a dope mode where you get to play around with these crazy guns and dope mechanics. Oh, and I don't know how I went this whole video without mentioning that this mode is completely in third person. To my knowledge, I don't think they've done a whole third person mode before. I could be wrong about that because I've taken a few breaks from the game, but anyway, the third person mode really adds another fun layer to it because it just feels very unique. So I highly recommend it. I'll leave some gameplay at the end of this video so you can see how a full game plays out from start to finish, but that's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. My name is J-Hopes. Peace.
Y'all see what they invented to me? position.
Grappling. You can't escape.
Enemy over there. I wonder what they found.
Shit is crazy. Hey, we gotta go to the ring eventually.
Champion's gone. One of them from the
Yo, fuck.
hostile over there.
Got a dip.
Throwing jump drive. Damage.
Shit. Damn. Got me with this.
Reloading. Recharging my shields. Enemy.
Enemy taken down.
Bruh.
Friends, look out an enemy. Time to kill. I have been down.
I mean, can you really call it a god complex if I actually do have the power to flatten an entire galaxy in your backpack?
Let's move that way.
Let's find something good. Down more than a enemy kill.
Recharging shields. Making contact with enemy.
Enemy down. Enemy kill.
Here I go.
The last ring's headed this way. Let's end it.
Recharging shield.
Reloading. Enemy down. Nuclear champion. Reloading.
Target over there.
Half the squads are down. There's a full killed every minute.
Just who I'd like to kill. Kill the... I've got an over there.
Reloading. Reloading.
I have taken
GG.